Hello guys. Starting a new PPC campaigns can be really hectic. You might end up spending hours and hours on creating the manual PPC campaigns within Seller Central that you should not be spending time on. So normally bulk file ors are the way to create new PPC campaigns when you need hundreds of PPC campaigns all together. But at the same time, I get it that bulk files are tricky. You can get a lot of errors and things can really go wrong if you do not follow it rightly. But on the other hand, if you are creating the manual PPC campaigns manually, for example, you have hundreds of products you want to add to campaigns, it can really get tricky when trying to create the campaigns manually. For example, you want to create weekly campaigns or Halloween campaigns all in one go for all the products rather than spending time on putting some efforts on the strategy part. You end up doing a lot of operational work which is not needed. This was the same case with me. That is why I came up with this PPC new PPC creation bulk sheet that helps you to create the bulk files on the go, and then you can create the PPC campaigns without hassle. So let's get into my computer screen and see what this tool is, how this works, and step-by-step procedure for that. Okay, I am in my laptop screen now, and just let's see how this tool is built up. Firstly, you will see this add data here where you will be planning all of your campaigns, and I will deep dive into it shortly. And then you also have here you have the add negations, in which we will be adding the negative keywords you want to negate from the campaigns. And then this is the final bulk sheet that you will be getting. But before that, let's get into it, how things will start. So just to get started, I used my favorite planning sheets here, in which I firstly map out all the keywords or search terms I want to run PPC on, and then I export it into the add data here. So let's see how this works. For example, I got all these keywords from the search term report, and here is how I use it. So just to get started, I have collected all the search terms that are performing really well in the broad and phrase match, and I have exported those into the and I will be creating the exact campaigns for that. And then I have collected all the campaigns that are performing well in the exact phrase, and then I will be creating the broad match campaigns for these. For example, same goes for phrase, in which I have collected all the search terms for which exact keywords are performing really well. We have really good echoes, and I want these to be run in the broad and exact match. Now on to our next part, how to export this data into the add data here. But before that, I will be showing what this mapping tab is. So within the mapping tab, we have the portfolio ID and portfolio name. So if you want to add your campaigns into a specific portfolio, you will be adding the portfolio IDs here. So let's see how you can get those. You will go to the campaign manager, go to sponsor ads, bulk operations, and download a last 30 days bulk file. So from here, I will be downloading this. So just create spreadsheet for downloads, and then it will take some time, around 10 to 15 minutes, and it will create your bulk file. I have already one open up here. So this will show up like this. You will have all the portfolio IDs and then the portfolio names. So you will just copy these two columns right from the portfolios tab and paste it here in the mapping. So this will be like this. Okay, now let's get into the next part, that is how we will be adding the data here. So firstly, we have this campaign type here. So at this moment, this file has some limitations because this is still the version 1, more versions to follow. Yeah, at this moment you can create only sponsored products campaigns using this file. So firstly, going into it, campaign type, it would be sponsored product, then campaign name. So firstly, I will be populating all the keywords. So for example, we finalized that I want to create PPC on these search terms. Okay, let's see here. Or maybe these can be, or just to differentiate those, these can be 1, 2, and all the way down. So let's copy these and I will paste it here. So with these pasted here, I will be adding the portfolio. So portfolio, what is a portfolio name? You have to add it here. What is a portfolio you want to add it to? So these options would be coming directly from mapping. So whatever you have here will be showing up here. Okay, so I want this to be added to portfolio 2. So all these are portfolio 2 campaigns. And then what is the ad group? For example, this is the exact match, so I want this campaign to be exact. So this is the ad group name. If you follow another nomenclature, you can follow that, but I normally suggest focusing whatever ad group, whatever targeting type you are doing, keep the ad group name same. This helps once you are editing campaigns. This is really helpful. And then targeting type obviously would be again exact. I will add exact here. Start date, this is very important to put a valid start date. So this will be in year format, and then month, and then the date. So today is 23rd of the October, so I will be adding that only. And once you are done with this, you will simply drag it till the end. And then for the end date, if you want your campaigns to end on a specific date, just add it here, but I will leave it empty and make sure the format is same as the start date. Now coming to the ad group bid, this would be the ad group bid you want to add. But normally we go with the keyword level bids, so this is just a placeholder for the moment. So I will put it 0.71. And then these are the product SKUs you want to target. So for example, if you want to just target one SKU, you will be adding that SKU only here. If you want to target multiple SKUs within the same ad group, so you will be adding all the SKUs separated by line breaks within each cell. For example, like this is the product 1 first SKU, product 2 FBA second SKU, product 3 FPM. For this example, let's keep 3 and then drag it till the end. Then we will be at the campaign budget. So again, this campaign budget would be at the campaign level. So if you are targeting, for example, this campaign name, for example, if you're targeting the first 5 search terms in one campaign, so just make sure that your products SKUs to target campaign budget should be same. So for example, we want to choose $100 per campaign. So for each campaign I will be going this. So keyword bid, this is the bid you really want to bid on during the advertisement. I usually suggest starting from a low bid, see the results, and then scale, but this is totally up to your strategy. But for the moment, for this example, we will be choosing 0.81, and then obviously 0.81. So this gives you a better chance instead of just setting it to 0.80. So you have 1 cent more than most of the sellers. Then bidding strategy would be again same, dynamic bids, down only, up and down, and fixed bids. Okay, let's choose this one. So these portfolio IDs again are coming directly from our mapping sheet, so you do not have to do much here. I will be just dragging the formula for the moment, but you do not have to change these because these are directly coming from the mapping sheet. Now interesting part, you can also set the placement top of search, rest of search, and product pages. If you have proven data that okay, top of search performs better than the rest of search, then okay, let's go with 10%, but do not add a percentage sign here. And again, this would be same for campaign level like it was for the campaign budget and product SKUs to target. So just make sure you add the similar values in all the campaigns or whatever. For example, if these first 5 are this is our first 5 are in the one campaign, 5, 6, and then for the next campaigns I want to add 15%, so I can really target that. But if you do not want anything, for example, if for the rest of search, you can leave it empty. Okay, now on to the interesting part of the setting up the campaign names. So here I usually suggest you to follow this exact nomenclature, but again, this is really up to you what campaign names you want to add. But we follow the portfolio name, for example, portfolio 2, then sponsor product because this is sponsor product, then obviously manual, this is exact campaign, so we will be adding exact here. obviously this is a keyword campaign, and what is the root of the keyword. We normally club all the search terms based on the roots, so you can just again use a root. For example, a search is common in all the search terms, obviously it should be, and so I will be choosing the search, and then converting one, whatever you want to end up with. So maybe converting one, maybe super relevant keywords, maybe super relevant agents, and all that stuff. So but I will choose it to converting 01. Then I again suggest to not target more than 10 keywords in a campaign. But if the search volumes are good, I would highly recommend you just not going over 5 keywords per campaign. So we will be following that along the way. So 5 keywords, and then once you are into the next campaign, you will be adding converting 02 and then 03 here. Okay, let's go with 04. I believe the rest we can go into the 04. All these, so last campaign will have 6 keywords. Now let's see it here. Now this is the sponsor product, exact match is done. Now let's move into the broad campaigns. So broad campaigns, we have 2 options here. If you really want to target just the broad match, which is, we again do not recommend doing that. We recommend adding the modified broad version of the broad, because it simply yields the better results. So if you want to just follow that, we have already added the search terms here, where for example, where it would be adding a plus sign before each of the campaigns. But you can obviously edit this. You can simply edit this, that you will copy this, all these keywords, we will be pasting it here, and then simply you can probably remove plus sign from the end or something like this, or maybe you can also add the start with this one. Now we have added this, but I will keep it for the moment, I will keep it to again to the same level. Okay, cool. And now again I want to target this in portfolio 1, so I will add portfolio 1 here. You will be following similar naming convention for the modified broad. Since it is modified broad, so I will be adding a mod broad here. And let's just say I want to just group these into the 2 campaigns. First one will have 10 keywords, and then the rest would be in the second keyword type. And then obviously it would be sponsor products. Here it will be broad again. Here it would be broad again. Start date would be today's date. And I want to keep the ad group bid at the similar level. I want to target the same products we targeted, but this time around I just want to skip last SKU. Okay, cool. A campaign budget for this one, I want to target just 80 because this is broad. I want to allocate lesser budget on this one. Keyword bid, I usually go with 10 cents or 20 cents lower than the exact. So here we will be adding the 6 one, again down only suggested for this one as well. And then I also already have the portfolio IDs here. I just do not want to add any placement for the top of search, but I really want to add 7% placement for the rest of the search. Okay, now we have filled up all the data. So let's just see how this will be looking in terms of the bulk file. So that is all you have to do. While you are planning, you are strategizing things, you can just simply prepare this sheet in just 5 minutes, I would say, hardly. And then with one click, you can export all this data into the bulk file template. How this will work is, but before that, if you want to target negations, obviously, then you will be copying the the broad and phrase match campaigns here. Do not copy exact because negation nothing to do with exact campaigns. And then once you added it here, you will add all the negative keywords right here. I will drag it down for the moment, and then you will choose the match type. So either you want to negate it at an exact level or as a phrase level. So for example, few I want to add at negative exact, few of these I really want at the negative phrase level. Now let's see, at this moment this bulk file is empty. So once you really create a new sheet for this one, so you have to run the script to generate this bulk action. How to do that? You will be getting into the extensions, app scripts. Let's just open this one, and you will be running this button script. Okay, so okay, let's accept it. You will simply run this one out. Okay, for the first time you have to give it certain permissions. Let's allow that. Click on the advanced, go to keyword processing, again this one, and this will allow the access. Okay, for sometimes this ran quickly, but for sometimes once you provide the permission, you really have to run this keyword, this extension again. So once you run this one, you will have this bulk actions tool here. But if not, then you can simply run the keyword to bulk sheet script here. But for the moment, how to do that? You will be simply clicking run, and it will just format all your data here from aggregations here into the bulk sheet properly. But for the moment, we will be pushing it to bulk sheet template using this button. So let's run the script and hope this works. Okay, this has already started to formulate this in a proper bulk sheet template. So now look how this is working. We have the first entity for all the campaigns we created, and you can see exact and to broad. All the campaigns we created should be created using this sponsor products create operation, and then we have all the relevant details. You do not have to change anything here. This is in the exactly format this needs to be. And then you have all these entries for the bid adjustment. So this is again create bidding adjustment entries. These are the bid adjustment we did at campaign level for the top of search and rest of search. Now we have the ad groups created. These are the ad groups we just created in terms of exact and broad. So all sorted here. Then we have product ads. All the products should be separately added here. Product 1, 2 and 3 that we added. And after the product ads, we will have all these keywords that we just added. So let's have a look at those. We have all these search terms that we just added with proper bidding. And then we also have the targeting types for this one. And lastly, this also added all the negative keywords at the campaign level. So we just added few of those in the campaign negative keywords at the campaign level. So it has already added level. So now what you will do is you will copy all this right from the column B. You will be creating a new worksheet, blank workbook. Let's just create this one. And then you will be pasting all the data here. Make sure you do not change anything so that it can be populated successfully. Let's see bulk file example. And once you have saved this one out, you will again go back to the bulk files here. Choose the file we just created right here, and then upload to process changes. Once you upload it, this will create all your campaigns within one portfolio in just hardly 7 to 8 minutes. Otherwise, this should have taken a lot of time. Now, some of the limitation with the version 1 I will go through very quickly. So you can only create at this moment sponsor product campaigns, no sponsor display and sponsor brand campaigns as of now, but I will be adding those very soon and will be sharing an update with you guys. Then you can only target at this moment within sponsor product. You can create exact phrase broad campaigns. To be honest, this is the majority of the part we day-to-day follow. And then within the exact campaign, you cannot add the async targeting. At this moment, you can just both in the negation and targeting phase, you just have to simply stick to the basic keyword search terms, keywords targeting, no async targeting as of now. So okay, I hope this video was helpful. This is how more versions to come, but this is how this basic version 1 will work. I hope this was helpful. If you found this helpful, leave below in the comment section, and if you really want the link to this file, just do let me know in the comments. Thank you.